Good morning and welcome to the 6th annual DogFest Texas, formerly known as DogFest DFW. My name is Kara Sewell and I'm the morning anchor at WFAA here in Dallas. And this is my little sleepy pup, Bailey. She has got her DogFest handkerchief on. She is ready to rock and roll this morning. Now, I've been with you all for a couple of years and I'm disappointed we can't be together this year, but we've got a lot to do virtually today. Besides just raising money, you're going to learn a lot. We're going to have some fun too, so make sure that you stick around. For those of you who are not familiar with Canine Companions for Independence, it is a national nonprofit organization that enhances the lives of kids, adults, and veterans with disabilities by providing expertly trained service dogs completely free of charge. Incredible service. So proceeds from DogFest is going to go and support that mission and help place these incredible dogs with people who really need them. All right, so we've got a lot to talk about today. We're excited to share that so far we've raised, are you ready? Pop that number up. It's gonna cover Miss Bailey, but this is how much we've raised towards that $100,000 goal. And obviously we're not done yet. So let me give you an important website. Give you a second. Go ahead, get a pen, maybe break out your phone. Okay, cci.org/DogFest Texas. cci.org/DogFest Texas. You can join the fundraising fund and you can get on and make a gift today. We would encourage you to do that. So we're hoping today that you're going to learn a little bit more about Canine Companions and see what the incredible service dogs can actually do. I know I've been able to witness some of the different skills and abilities they have, and it's remarkable. So this is one of those things where you're going to want to stick around and see what it is they can do and how they're helping the lives of the people that they're paired with. So we're also going to have some incredible fun with the puppy raisers. Who doesn't like a puppy? These things are precious. So we're gonna talk to graduates and supporters. They're gonna be joining us from all over the state. We're gonna reunite here virtually and have some fun. So we're also gonna share some things that you can do with your dogs, and that includes DIY dog treats. What? You like that, huh? Ooh, she heard treats. And also DIY dog toys. We're also gonna have a special appearance from a special puppy. And no, I'm not talking about Miss Bailey. The announcement of the face of DogFest. Cover your ears, Bailey. That's going to be the contest winner, as well as a very special puppy, as I mentioned, sharing a little bit more about the Canine Companions mission. Okay, so before we get started, I do want to give a special shout out to all the wonderful volunteer committee members who have helped make this event possible. So I know that we're not actually all together, but there's a lot of behind the scenes work that goes into pulling something like this off. We'd also like to thank our generous sponsors, because with you, you allow us to be able to connect people with these amazing animals. So thank you for your support. And it's time to get the party started. Are you ready to start the party, boo? Okay, grab your pup and let's get going. We're gonna go out right now, all the way to Santa Rosa, California, to Paige Mazzoni. Paige Mazzoni, take it away.
Thanks, Kara. Hello everyone, I'm Paige Mazzoni. I'm the CEO of Canine Companions. I'm coming to you live from California, and today is DogFest Texas. We're gonna have a great time, even though it's a little different than it normally is. We're still gonna have some fun virtually, even though we can't see each other in person. First, I wanna thank a lot of people who helped make today happen, starting with our chair, Sheila Bushwald, and the entire committee, as well as our event sponsors and donors, and all of you who have signed up and donated to make today happen. We have a goal of $100,000 today, and you can still donate if you go to cci.org/DogFest Texas. You can learn more about the day, and also, if you are so inclined, donate. Hint, please do. Thank you all for everything you are doing. It's hard during a pandemic to shift, but we've done it successfully with all of your help. We are continuing to move our mission forward and help people with disabilities by pairing them with amazing service dogs who can help increase their independence and bring great opportunities to their life. We're grateful for all of you. We can't wait to see you in person next year. DogFest not only helps us raise money, it also helps us get the word out. So we love to have more people know about us so that we can help even more people moving forward. Have a great time today. I'm going to send it back to Texas and enjoy DogFest. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for that, Paige. Now let's get to our first activity of the day. Your dogs are sure to love this. If your dog is anything like my dog, a quick and simple recipe for your very own dog treats at home. Save you some money too. Okay, so to do that, we're gonna hand it over to some of our volunteers in Lubbock. with the Canine Companions West Texas chapter and the Yellow-Caped Raiders at Texas Tech University. Take a look.
Thanks, Kara. Thanks for having us today. My name is Victoria Haynes, and I am a puppy raiser with the West Texas Volunteer Chapter out here in Lubbock, Texas. While the Canine Companions South Central Region Training Center is located in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, there are many volunteers, puppy raisers, graduates, and supporters spread out across the country and specifically across the state here in Texas. Many areas even have an official Canine Companions volunteer chapter. The West Texas Volunteer Chapter formed in 2018, and since then we have continued to grow and find ways to support the Canine Companions mission in Lubbock and surrounding areas. One of these ways includes the formation of the Yellow-Caped Raiders, a college puppy raising club at Texas Tech University. If you are located in the West Texas area and would like to meet other volunteers near you and get more involved with Canine Companions, we'd love to have you. We'll drop the link to our website in the chat. There is a contact form on our website. Please don't hesitate to reach out.
Now let's get started with our first fun activity of the day. We're going to show you how to make a special treat for your pup right from your kitchen. It's a quick and simple recipe that your dog is sure to love. If you'd like to follow along, you'll need the ingredients listed right here. Please keep in mind that these are fun treats but should not be used in place of a well-balanced meal, and they should also be given in moderation. First, you'll want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Combine the flour, peanut butter, and pumpkin. Then add broth and mix until it's well combined. Once combined, use your hands to press the dough into a ball. Place the dough on a flat surface and roll out evenly with a rolling pin. You can use a sprinkle of flour to help it roll out. The dough should be approximately 1/4 inch thick. Use a cookie cutter of any shape you want to cut the dough and place on an ungreased baking sheet. Bake for approximately 15 minutes or until the cookies are golden brown and hard to the touch. Baking time will vary based on the size of the treats. Store them in an airtight container once they're finished. We'll check back soon to show you how these turn out. Remember to try these at home with your pet and let us know how it goes. Now we're going to hear from a few of our West Texas volunteers.
Hi, I'm Chelsey Price. I'm the president of the West Texas chapter, and we started this chapter to bring all of the like-minded people together, and we've been having a blast for the last year and a half and hope that you'll join us.
Hi there, my name is Leah T, and this is Waylon. He is the second puppy that I am raising for Canine Companions for Independence. My first one, Blue, is currently in professional training in Irving, Texas at the South Central region. I've been involved with the CCI for approximately 2 years now. In 2018 was when I first got started with the organization, and since then it has just been such an incredible journey. I've met so many amazing people, incredible dogs, and just being able to hear people's stories, whether they're graduates, volunteers, or a puppy raiser. It's just been amazing, the connections that I've made with people here. I've also had the opportunity to help found a student organization called the Yellow-Caped Raiders at Texas Tech University, and being able to share CCI's mission with other college students has also been incredible, and we've definitely reached a great population there as well.
Hi, my name is Julie Wilson, and I've been involved with Canine Companions since 2016. I raised my first dog, Freedom. She is a graduate now and serves a man, an individual with disabilities in Texas. I have another dog that's in advanced training right now named Leanne, and I will be getting my next puppy in the spring.
Hi everybody, this is McCovey. McCovey is my service dog. My name is Joe Banda, and I'm part of the West Texas chapter for the Canine Companions for Independence. And just wanted to share a few thoughts with you for the, sit. Good boy. For the DogFest. As DogFest supporters, I'd like to encourage you to continue supporting the cause. My life has changed for the better having McCovey around. He helps me around the house. He keeps me company. He keeps me safe if I ever fall. He can alert for help. So please continue supporting the cause. It's really making a difference in my life and many other people's lives. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Katlyn. Katlyn, and this is Helen. She is a 7-month-old Golden Lab Cross, and I am raising her for Canine Companions for Independence. I found out about Canine Companions for Independence at a school event where they brought the puppies into the library and kind of let stressed out college kids smuggle in these puppies. But after talking to the people at the booth and hearing about the mission of Canine Companions for Independence, I knew I had to be a member and contribute in some way. So I quickly applied to raise a puppy, and so within 3 months I had Helen here, and I'll be raising her until next May when she'll turn in and go to professional training and hopefully help somebody someday.
My name is Schneweis, and I ran across Canine Companions for Independence over 10 years ago in the newspaper, and I just thought it was an interesting group, so I got some more information about that. And although I couldn't do any volunteering at the time because there really wasn't a chapter locally, I was able to donate. So I've done that every month for 10 plus years. And I really like the fact that now we have a local chapter, because as a donor, I get to actually see the good work that comes from the money that you donate. So whether you can just donate a little bit or a little bit more, it doesn't really matter, because all the money, piles up into what we can do for other people through these service animals.
Hi, I'm Tricia Deaton, and I had seen a piece on Canine Companions on the news. So I called and got some information on it and was so interested in the puppy raising. And we've had a good time. Shimmer now is 17 months old. She'll get turned in November. And we've loved the puppy raising part.
We want to give a huge thank you to everyone who took a little bit of time out of their day to give some personal insight on their journey with Canine Companions. As you can see, the treats turned out amazing, and I think Dove agrees that they taste very good as well. Thank you everyone for your support of Canine Companions for Independence and the West Texas chapter. Back to you, Kara.
How fun was that? Bailey here, super excited, even if you can't tell it. She was like, hey, when are you gonna make me those treats? I promise I'll get to it. Okay, we have a really fun segment for you up next, and this is a little behind the scenes of the wonderful things that are happening at Canine Companions Training Center right here in Dallas-Fort Worth. And I've actually been to this facility. It's remarkable and it's massive. They're doing so many amazing things there. I was really taken back at all that's happening at the training facility. So in case you didn't know, Canine Companions actually spend 2 years training the dogs before they ever are matched with someone with a disability. Now the first 18 months are spent with a volunteer known as a puppy raiser. It's a fun job, but it's still a lot of work, because this is where that training really starts, including socializing and getting to know people and just learning to be around things and sounds and sights. So it's a really fun time where the puppy's taking it all in. Then after that, they go back to the Canine Companions Training Center for an additional 6 to 9 months of professional training with a Canine Companions instructor. So it's in this professional training environment that they're learning more of those advanced tasks. So that's like retrieving items. I mentioned this earlier. I talked about grabbing keys or a wallet, also turning on and off lights, something that's very important, opening and closing doors, and really a lot of other things that are going to help someone with a disability live everyday life. So after completing that professional training, then these dogs are specifically and carefully matched with someone with a disability. And I say carefully because just like people, dogs have different personalities, and you want to make sure it's the right fit. All right, we're going to head over to Canine Companions at Baylor Scott and White Health Kincaid campus and take a look at a day in the life of a service dog in training.
We're taking you behind the scenes today here at our training center located in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Canine Companions for Independence assistance dogs go through a total of 2 years of training. After leaving their puppy raisers and entering professional training, these dogs spend several months at one of our 6 campuses across the country working with our professional instructors. While in professional training, our dogs are extremely well cared for and loved by our staff. Dogs in training get regular veterinary checks, a well-balanced diet, lots of playtime and exercise, and of course, training time. Take a look. First, their day starts with a delicious breakfast. Keeping our assistance dogs healthy and happy is top priority. They are fed a well-balanced diet each morning and evening, and like many dogs, mealtime is one of their favorite parts of the day. Each dog spends their days working with their assigned trainer. During the first few months, or first semester, they go through several health check and temperament evaluations, and our trainers begin working on polishing up the skills that were taught by the puppy raisers and making sure the dogs have a solid foundation. When the dog enters its second semester, the trainers continue to build on their existing skills, as well as adding more advanced tasks such as retrieving items, pushing doors and drawers closed and tugging them open, turning on and off lights, and so much more. In addition to training on campus, Canine Companions trainers also take the dogs out on field trips in the community to generalize their skills and ensure the dogs are used to working and staying focused in a variety of environments. All of these skills will one day help someone with a disability navigate each day at home and in public and provide enhanced independence. The trainers spend the next several months polishing all of the dog's skills and looking at what type of placement might be the best fit for each individual dog. As we mentioned, Canine Companions assistance dogs also get plenty of exercise and fun. Each day, the dogs get playtime with their friends in one of our fenced-in play areas on campus, sometimes even including some splashes in our bone-shaped doggy pool to beat the Texas heat. While Canine Companions assistance dogs are expertly trained and focused workers, when it's time to play, they become just like any other dog, ready to run, chase toys, and wrestle with the others. Not only is playtime fun, it helps keep the dogs active and stay in shape so that they can live long, healthy working lives. In addition to maintaining a healthy diet, a regular grooming schedule helps keep our dogs looking and feeling their best. Each dog's grooming routine includes regular brushing, teeth brushing, nail trims, and baths. Our campus has a state-of-the-art grooming room where they get bathed. This grooming routine is also maintained by our puppy raisers and ultimately the graduate teams. And finally, at the end of a long day, Canine Companions assistance dogs in training get plenty of time to rest up and prepare for their next day on their journey to becoming an assistance dog.
I told you that was incredible. Am I right? So impressive. It's amazing what these assistance animals can do for their handlers and providing them freedom and independence. And they're really like this with each other. Kind of like me and Miss Bailey, although she's not as well trained. That's what we'll say. So how about we talk about a party trick that you can teach your dog? Even if they can't turn on and off lights, this is something pretty fun, and I'd say it's relatively easy. We're going to have a professional trainer help you from Canine Companions for Independence. They're going to show you how to teach your dog a fun command. You hearing that, Bailey? She's like, I don't know. So let's head back to the Canine Companions Training Center, and I'm going to hand it over to Kate in Cremona, and she's going to teach us.
Thanks, Kara. My name's Kate, and I'm an apprentice instructor here at the South Central Region. And this is Abba. She's in her second semester of professional training here. And we want to thank you so much for tuning in to DogFest Virtual. Today, Abba and I are going to show you a little trick that you can teach any of your pet dogs or cats or whatever animals you might have at home that you want to teach this trick to. And it's going to be the play dead command. So Abba has a head start on this one. We've been working on it a little bit today, but it's not finished quite yet. But we'll see what we can show you first. So this is somewhat of what the end product will be like when you're all finished, but then I'll walk you through the steps from beginning to end on how to do it. Down. Good girl. Play dead. Good job. Nice. All right, so some things to keep in mind when you're getting ready for your training session. Hi, yes. I have this bait bag full of kibbles. You can take it out of their breakfast. You can use higher value if you'd like. It's whatever is going to motivate your dog. So for Miss Abba here, her normal dog food is the greatest thing alive to her. So that's what we're using. So find something that's going to motivate your dog. Find a nice, quiet, distraction-free environment. And just remember that you're going to have to take it slow, one step at a time. And shorter but positive sessions are the best ones to go. So how we're going to start it is I'm going to have this kibble in whatever hand, and I'm going to do what's called luring. So I'm putting this kibble right here, and I'm going to put it towards her nose, and I'm going to start by just luring her into a down. So good, nice job. All right, so she has her nose in my hand because the kibble's here. I lure her into a down, and then I'm just going to reward her. If your dog doesn't have a solid down, this is a good place to start. Get them really comfortable laying down for a long period of time before we move on to the next step. All right, once they're doing that, the next step is gonna be to begin that roll over process. So she already knows what's coming, but what I'm gonna do is I have the kibble in my left hand, in my palm kind of. I'm gonna put it towards her nose and create a big half circle. Good. All right, so I'm gonna start really small. That's what we do when we're teaching behaviors. We break it down into really, really small pieces. So I'm gonna lure her. You'll notice I'm going all the way out, and I'm gonna reward her around her tailbone when her head gets back there. Because for some dogs, they might be like, what the heck are you doing? All right, so you're just gonna get them used to following that first. Yee, you already know you're cheating. Good, okay, so once they're comfortable doing that, we're gonna add a little bit more onto the command. So I lure down, I do my big circle. One thing to keep in mind about this is if I try to lure her in too small of a circle, she already knows what to do, but they might pop out of their sit. If I lure up, she's gonna pop out of the sit. So try and keep it low to the floor, big wide circle, and get their nose kind of towards their thighs. Good job. Nice. Okay, so now that she's doing that really well, I'm gonna add a little bit. So I'm gonna lure out, and then I'm gonna see if I can get her to roll over onto her stomach. So right there, I'm kind of, good job. I kind of had my hand here and her head was following, and then I cut across towards her shoulders, kind of like I'm putting a big X in that semicircle. Right? Out. Oh, you're so good. You're so off, huh? All right, out, and then back. Good. One thing to keep in mind about this position is rolling over, showing your belly for a dog is a very submissive position, right? So you're gonna have to build a lot of trust between you and your dog. You're gonna wanna really get them comfortable doing it. So right now, I'm just practicing, I'm giving her lots of kibbles while she's on her back. She does this every single day in professional training, so she's very used to showing me her belly. Some of your dogs might be a little bit nervous about doing that, so just never force them into it. Just take it one step at a time, and if they're not offering it this easily, don't get discouraged, just keep trying, and don't be afraid to take a couple steps back and build their confidence. All right, so once I have her on here, I can build some duration, so I'm just gonna give her cookies while she's on her back. Nice job. Well, you look so cute. Beautiful. Good. So that's kind of the first step. Once you have that behavior down, you can start to add a cue to it. So the way I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna try and fade out this giant hand lure that I'm using right now. So whatever your cue might be, for her it's gonna be play dead. I'm gonna say play dead, add a little hand cue. She's probably not gonna do it. That's when I'll follow in with that big lure, all right? Because she knows what this means. We have to teach her what the English version of that is, right? So I'm gonna lure her into it down to start, just to make it easy. You're so good, good girl, okay? Get her way down. Good, nice job. Good, all right. So I'm gonna try just doing this little hand flick first. And then I'm gonna pause, see what she offers me, and then follow through with that bigger lure if I need to. Right, so she had no idea what that meant, which is what we expect, so whoop, and then I follow through with the bigger lure. Good job, reward and release, release. Okay, so let's try that again, Abba. Nice job, nice. Play dead. So she popped up, and that's okay. Play dead. Wow, good girl. So she's starting to really get the hang of it. If she didn't offer that, I would say, play dead. And then I'd come in with that big lure. Good girl. Yes. Play dead. Good. So she keeps trying to pop up into a stand, and that's fine. As soon as she looks like she's not doing what I want her to do, I'm going to come in with that lure. Play dead. Wow, good girl. Release. She's learning how to speak right now. Yeah, good girl. And as you can see, she's still really into this session. She's having a lot of fun. But we do want to keep these sessions really short because their little brains get tired. Or their big brains, sorry. You're very intelligent. Come on down. She's starting to check out a little bit, so I'm going to look for a way to end this session. And then I would come back maybe couple hours or so and try it again. Play dead. Yeah, good girl. Emma. Slow chewer. Play dead. Play dead. Yes, good girl. I'm gonna jackpot that one, meaning I'm gonna give her all of the cookies while she's still in that position. Release. Good job. And then I'm just gonna have some fun with her because that was a really fun session, right? You a good girl? You a good girl? So Abba, like I was saying, she's pretty used to training sessions. She works with me on a daily basis, so she really knows how to learn. It's gonna be really important to just take it in small steps, baby steps. Going into the training session, know exactly what you're looking for. So, first training session, you might just start with getting the dog to follow your hand around like this. Some of them might have no idea what that means. Maybe do a couple reps of that, and then the next training session, you're gonna come in and start practicing that down. Yeah, nice job, okay? Next training session, once they're reliably staying in this down, you can start adding that head movement in, okay? So keep it really short and simple, keep it fun, and have fun with your dog. Give them lots of treats and praise, and have a lot of fun with it.
So much fun. Were you listening? I don't think she was paying attention. All right, we've had a lot of fun today, whether it's making treats or trying to teach our dogs a new trick. But I really do want to switch gears for just a minute and let's talk about the mission, what we're all doing here today, and why it's so important to help support Canine Companions for Independence, and really what their mission is focused on. So service dogs, as I said earlier, can truly change the lives of people with disabilities, whether it's giving them their confidence back or it's allowing them to do things that they've always wanted to do, but maybe felt a little bit uncertain about. I've heard these stories before when I've emceed past events, and they have been heartwarming and incredibly touching. So I want to introduce you to a couple, a family that's experienced this not one, but 4 times. It's just remarkable. Edgar and Andres Jimenez in Austin, Texas have received 2 service dogs free of charge from Canine Companions. So let's hear their stories.
Thanks for the introduction, Kara. Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining us today. My name's Edgar.
And I'm Andres.
And we are each 2-time service dog recipients. Thank you to Canine Companions for Independence. This year on my left is Chase. Chase is my 2nd service dog through Canine Companions. He is a 5-year-old black lab. He was raised by our wonderful puppy raisers in Charlotte, North Carolina. And Chase also went through our puppy prison program.
And this is Dewey here. He is a black lab. He is 2.5 years old, and he's been with us for just over a month from early August, and he was raised by a wonderful family in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
So we're coming to you today from the Austin, Texas area. Across Texas, there are so many Canine Companions graduate teams, volunteers, puppy raisers. So if you're interested, please let one of us know, and we'll be happy to get you in touch with a chapter in your area. So we also wanted to talk to you guys about our relationship with Canine Companions and how we got involved. So my story with Canine Companions started all the way back in 2006. I had a friend who had a service dog, and I just saw how impactful the service dog was in his life. I witnessed his dog pick up the dropped item from the floor, and my jaw literally dropped. Fairly quickly, my application was in, and 9 months later, I was in Oceanside, California, training with my first dog, Rowdy. At the time, Texas was part of the Southwest region, who reported to Oceanside as the headquarters. Rowdy was with me for about 9 years. He retired in 2016. He was my college dog. He graduated college with me, walked the stage, saw me through the beginning of my professional career, and again, he retired in 2016. Right after he retired, my life was a little up in the air. I wasn't sure what my next move would be, and I wasn't sure if I could handle the dog, and I wanted to be fair to the dog. But once my next move was solidified, the very next thing I did was put in an application for a successor dog. And 6 months later, I was in Dallas training with Chase. And one thing I really want to give credit to Canine Companions is they're so good at not only matching a dog with you, but matching you with the dog. Chase and Rowdy, their personalities are so different, but we mesh so well. And Chase has just been such a wonderful addition. And I'm lucky to have had him for 3 years, and I'll have him for several more years to come. So now I'll turn it over to Andres to talk about his time with Canine Companions.
Thank you. I started my journey with Canine Companions when I met Rowdy, and instantly, fell in love and realized how amazing these dogs were and everything they could do for their companions and everything. And so I applied in 2010, and I also went out to Oceanside and got Denny. He's here on my right. He's a yellow lab, and he was my service dog for 9 years. He retired in April of 2019, and now he's just living the life, hanging out with everybody. And at that point I applied for a service dog again, and I got Dewey, went to team training in early August of this year, and now we have Dewey, and he meshed really well with the other two dogs, like all CCI Canine Companions dogs do. They're incredible. They love to play with each other. They are loving, eager to help you out, and just a great buddy to have, all around. And that's why we are so glad that you've joined DogFest, to celebrate all dogs in our lives and to celebrate Canine Companions for Independence, an organization that has changed our lives and thousands of other lives. And we hope you enjoy the festivities at DogFest. Thank you for tuning in. Now back to the DFW area, and take it away, Kara.
Wow. What an incredible story. I mean, when you think about it, Chase and Dewey are just, well, they're outstanding and amazing animals. So we are so glad that we were able to share their story, and your support of Canine Companions for Independence makes matches like Edgar and Chase and Andres and Dewey possible. So if you're interested in supporting Canine Companions, I'm going to give you that website again. Get out your pen or pencil, maybe you got your phone. Visit cci.org/DogFest Texas. cci.org/DogFest Texas. All you do is click to donate, and together we can make a really big difference. Okay, if you're interested in supporting Canine Companions as a volunteer, feel free to go ahead and reach out to them. You can contact the organization, or you can complete a volunteer application at cci.org. Next up, you ready for this one? We've got another fun activity for you and your pet. Okay, so if you've ever wondered how to make your own dog toy, we did dog treats, now it's a dog toy. Canine Companion volunteers in Houston, my hometown, are going to show you how to do it. So I'm going to go ahead, because I have no idea, and I'm going to send it down to the Gulf Coast chapter.
Thanks, Kara. I hope everybody has had an amazing Saturday. My name is Laura Gray, and I am Events and Volunteer Coordinator here in Texas. Before we get started with the toy segment, let me tell you something about our wonderful group of volunteers in Houston. The group has been existing since 2018. It's a group of wonderful people and dogs, group of graduate teams, puppy raisers, Canine Companion supporters. If you would like to get involved, please go to our website, or you can find more information from our Facebook event page as well, and we will get connected. But now, let's go make those toys. Bye.
All right, everybody, let's go ahead and get started. So all you need to make this really fun dog toy is just 3 pieces of cloth. Any kind of cloth you want. It can be fabric. This I have here is fleece. It's nice and soft on the dog's teeth. All right, so you want it to be about 5 feet long, because it does shorten up once you start braiding it, by about 2.5 inches wide. Okay, so once you get your material, you're gonna layer it on top of each other, and you're gonna find the middle. So which is about right here. I'm gonna try and layer this, make it nice and neat. There we go. And once I have it layered, I'm gonna do a little knot just to hold it together. You can use another little cloth and tie that if you want to. I'm just gonna use my rubber band for now. And I'm gonna hook it to the end of this chair so I can go ahead and start braiding. All right, so now that we're all set up over here, I'm gonna separate the colors first. So, the chair's a little broken. So, I got my greens, I got my reds, and I got my oranges. And once I have them sorted together, I'm just gonna start braiding them. Okay, so red, red over orange, green over red, orange over green, and so on. You wanna make it pretty tight just so the dogs don't pull it apart with their teeth. I'm gonna hook that back. If you want, you could use a carabiner to help you out. All right, so nice and tight, and we're gonna go all the way down to the bottom. All right, and this is about long enough for me. So now that I'm at the bottom, what I'm gonna do is just tie the colors individually together. So there's 2 pieces, so I'll tie my orange together at the bottom. Kind of hard to do with one hand. There we go. Next, I'll tie my red together. And then my green. And then once they're all individually tied off at the bottom, you'll tie the actual colors together. So I'm gonna choose my outside colors right now. It's orange and green, and so I'm gonna knot those together. I'll try to do that as neatly as I can. All right. And I'm gonna tie that nice and tight. And then I'm gonna get my red and my green and I'm gonna tie those together. And this is, again, just to keep it from falling apart. Okay, so once I have that real tight, I know it's secure, I know the dogs can't get it. I'm gonna make sure that I remove this hair tie at the end because we don't want the dogs to ingest that. And then there you have it. You have a whole nice tug toy for you and your dog. Coop's not very interested in tug, but most dogs are. So you can go ahead and trim off the bottoms here, or you can keep it and make it more of a game, whatever you want. And that's all, that's how you do it. If you go ahead and make one, be sure to let us know, tag us in some pictures. And thank you so much for joining us and me and Coop out at DogFest Texas. We're really excited to have you guys stick around. We got a lot more activities coming up soon.
How fun. Okay, that was quick and easy, super simple. So simple, in fact, Bailey ditched me. She said, I'm gonna go do it right now. Okay, it's a great way to spend some quality time with your pet. And let's be honest, we've had a whole lot of quality time recently during the pandemic with our pets. So I have a sort of celebrity to introduce you to coming up next. And I've actually met this puppy dog before. So you may have actually seen him on the Dallas Cowboys social media page. He did appear on Daybreak at WFAA with me here in Dallas. It is Canine Companions puppy Dak. Yeah, that's right, Dak. The Dallas Cowboys named puppy Dak and are following his journey on social media to become a service dog someday. It's really cool to watch how far he's come and how big he is now. So when he came on the show, this was months ago, he was just a little fluff ball. I mean, I could carry him in my arms. He couldn't even stay awake during the morning show. And now, well, he's 1 year old. Whew, time flies. So he's 70 pounds and he is working hard with his puppy trainer. A wonderful woman. I'm gonna check in with her this morning. This is Stacy Napolis right here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And Stacy is a volunteer with Canine Companions Lone Star Chapter. How's Dak?
Thanks, Kara, for the introduction. Hi, everyone. Great to be joining you today at DogFest Texas. Even though we can't be together in person, celebrating with you virtually has been so much fun. My name is Stacy, and I'm coming to you from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. This guy under the table here may look a little familiar to you, as he's become quite the celebrity this year. This is Canine Companions puppy Dak, named by the Dallas Cowboys. You may have spotted him on their social media pages as they follow his journey to becoming an assistance dog. He's had the opportunity to meet several players and visit the training facility, and he's really been enjoying watching his namesake on TV, so go Cowboys. A little bit about Dak. Dak is 12 months old this month, so still lots of puppy in there. His training is going really well. He's super friendly. He has not met a stranger yet, so Dak's really got a very friendly personality. His favorite thing to do, though, is to swim in the pool. I'm convinced he might be part fish, but we'll see. He really does like to swim in the pool. But in addition to swimming in the pool and greeting lots of new friends, Dak's true purpose is to become an assistance dog for someone with a disability someday. As a volunteer puppy raiser, it's my job to make sure that Dak's learned some basic commands, has really good general house manners, and gets lots of socialization. So he gets an opportunity to practice all those commands in lots of different settings and different situations. My story for raising Canine Companions puppies started 20 years ago, my husband and I. Dak is our 12th puppy that we've raised. We've enjoyed every single puppy that has come through our house and really love being part of the organization. Now, keeping a puppy for 1.5 years and working on all kinds of commands might sound a little intimidating at first, but I assure you there's a wonderful support system both through the Canine Companions organization as well as in our volunteer community. Being here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we are part of the Lone Star Volunteer Chapter. The Lone Star Chapter was founded in 2015, and since then it's really grown. It is a close group of graduates, volunteers, and supporters who work together to support the mission, raise money, build awareness, and raise puppies like Dak here. We even get together for fun outings with our puppies in groups to practice training or to support our local events. If you're interested in becoming a puppy raiser or a volunteer for Canine Companions, we encourage you to reach out and get involved. We'd love to have you join us.
Thanks, everyone. And now to the moment you have all been waiting for. We are going to announce the winner of our Face of the DogFest contest. So drum roll, please. All right, congratulations to that adorable pup. It was a tough competition with all the cute dogs out there, but hey, look how cute that photo is. So congrats again. We hope you all have been having some fun today. I know I've learned a lot, and it is so cool to see those service dogs perform the amazing tasks that they have to perform on a daily basis. So before we get ready to say goodbye, we have a few more special messages for you. Not gonna let you go just yet. Let's head over to Canine Companions South Central Region Executive Director Michelle Davison and DogFest Texas Volunteer Committee Chair Sheila Bushwald.
Thanks, Kara. I'm Michelle Davison, the Executive Director here in South Central Region. This is Ozzy. Ozzy is one of our professional dogs in training.
And I'm Sheila Bushwald, Volunteer Committee Chair for DogFest Texas 2020. We would like to say a big thank you for spending a fun Saturday morning with us, celebrating human-canine bond and the mission of Canine Companions for Independence.
Thanks to all of your help, we're well on our way to reaching our $100,000 goal for DogFest, so thank you so very much for helping us to get there. Of course, now fundraising doesn't end today. We're able to keep fundraising after this event's over, so if you haven't quite brought in all the money that you needed to raise yet, there's still time left, got another 2 weeks left. But that money goes to help us to place teams like Ozzy here with individuals with disabilities. So we work with individuals, we work with adults, children, veterans. We work with facilities that work with individuals with disabilities. And our goal is to give them a dog like Ozzy that can help them do small tasks like picking up items that are dropped, turning on light switches, opening doors, just minor tasks that all of us take for granted. Something like Ozzy can really help an individual with disabilities to grow their independence. That's due to you. Thank you.
We know that our pet dogs play an important role in our lives as well,
And we thank you for celebrating that with us today and every day. While we wish we had been able to gather in person, we hope you had fun joining us virtually with your dogs and loved ones, and have some fun new activities to do during this time at home. We also would like to give a big thanks to everyone who helped make today's event possible. We would like to thank our volunteer committee, staff supporters, fundraisers, and participants, and donors.
We'd like to give a special thank you to our sponsors, especially Baylor Scott and White Health Irving Foundation. They're one of our best supporters and they are invaluable. We couldn't be here without them. We'd also like to thank Lockheed Martin, the SRS Raise the Roof Foundation, State Farm, Plastronics, and Citi. We also wanted to remind you too, we're coming to you from the Sounds today, and hopefully you'll be able to join us, maybe not virtually next year, but hopefully in person next year. And we're going to be right here at the Sounds. We wanted to give you kind of a sneak preview of what it's like, right here at this beautiful location. So more to come on next year as we get there. One last thing, I would like to say a very special thank you to Sheila and her team. They have done such an amazing job in pulling this event off, and we really appreciate all of their hard work.
Oh, thank you. Now we're going to return to campus once more for one more special thank you.
Once again, thank you all for coming out virtually and joining us for DogFest Texas on this Saturday morning. We hope you and your furry friends have had a great time this morning, not only learning new tricks and how to make treats, but also hearing the stories from our companions and our trainers that are doing wonderful things with these service dogs all across the state and really all across the country. You can always go online and learn more about the organization. And remember, no matter where you are, you can get involved with Canine Companions for Independence. So as you saw here today, there's a very strong community. It's a really tight-knit group. Even though we're all spread out all over the state and country, there are plenty of ways that you can get involved, whether you want to become a puppy raiser, or you want to volunteer in another capacity. Maybe you want to apply for an assistance dog or support the organization's mission. You can always do that too. There's that donate button on the website, and you can learn more with Canine Companions at cci.org. That's easy enough to remember, right? So one more big thank you to our incredible volunteers out there from all corners of the state. We really appreciate you and all you do. Today would not have happened without you. To be able to execute and put all of this together and give me all the facts and figures I need to be able to do my job from working from home life, yeah, I'm doing it just like everybody else. So thank you so very much for doing that. I'm Carousel with WFAA on behalf of Canine Companions for Independence. Thank you again, and we look forward to being together next year, but we can connect virtually all year long. So DogFest, it'll be here before you know it. Bailey says bye. You hear that?